सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुवन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ज्ञानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। Wonderful chanting, very nice. Only in one place. ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः. Try that again. ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः. 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 Wonderful. Very nice chanting. So we saw we are in the middle of these verses that talk about what happens when the correct choice is not made. Correct choice means what? What is the correct choice? Moksha. Moksha. Yeah. It is a good, what's its name? Guess in Vedanta ashram that the answer for any question asked would be Atma, Brahman, Moksha. Okay, you can just recycle these words and you will never get any question wrong. So, we've been looking at this. How this, if the moksha is missed, and why is moksha missed? Because it's not an item you can buy in the market, you can't objectify it. Why? It is your own swarupa. It is you already have it, it's you. Being yourself, it cannot be objectified. Being yourself, it is still missed due to lack of understanding, due to lack of prioritizing. So therefore, nishchayatmika buddhi you have to have. A buddhi that is after clarity. Clarity of purpose. And if moksha is my nature and I don't know it, what should I do? I should know it. Simple. I can't know it by myself, so I have to get help. So many things we have help, we ask for help. There is dancing guru, cooking guru, stock market guru, life guru, and then what else? And definitely there should also be Vedanta Guru. In fact, the word Guru is used only for Mahavakya Upadesha Kartru. Mahavakya Upadesha Karta is the definition of the word Guru. The one who does Upadesha, teaching, unfolding of Mahavakya. That is the meaning of the word Guru. All these other Gurus came later. Like the word Guru, when it made it into the English dictionary, these are all popularized. These kinds of everyday Gurus. But here is where one needs the help, because one's own raga dveshas are in one's own way. That is why the help is needed. That is why the Nishchayatmika Buddhi is a great, great blessing. Then, after having praised Karma Yoga and Nishchayatmika Buddhi, what does the Lord do? The Lord Krishna then talks about what happens if the wrong choices are made. Okay? And because if only when we know what are the consequences, the results of wrong choices, then only we'll make the correct choice. Otherwise, we'll be mired in wrong choices. So, therefore, the verse Yamimam Pushpitam Vajam
Yamimam Pushpitam Vacham
Pravadantya Vipaschitaha
Pravadantya Vipaschitaha
Vedavadarataः Partha
Vedavadarataः Partha
Nanyadastiti Vadinah
Nanyadastiti Vadinaha
Kamatmanasvargaparaha
Kamatmanasvargaparaha
Janma karma phalapradam
Janma karma phalapradam
Kriya vishesha bahulam
Kriya vishesha bahulam
Bhogaishvarya gatim prati
Bhogaishvarya gatim prati
Bhogaishvarya prasaktanam
Bhogaishvarya prasaktanam
Daya pahrita chetasam
Daya pahrita chetasam
Vyavasayatmika buddhi
Vyavasayatmika buddhihi
Samadhau na vidhiyate
Samadhau na vidhiyate.
So, flowery talk, Pushpitam Vajam, we were seeing that yesterday. Who are these people? They are into what is promised only by the first portion of the Veda. What is promised by the first portion of the Vedas? Keep on fulfilling desires. Ragadvesha is what it, Ragadvesha fulfillment belongs to the first portion of the Veda, nothing else. Except the only thing is that you are asked to pray. I have desire for money. Then what? Do Chandi Homa, do Shri Sukta Homa. Don't go rob a bank. Do a Homa instead. So much Homa the first portion of the Veda does, makes you do, is that even in sleep you keep going like this, pouring the ghee. Because that much yajna is there, that much Homa is there. And so therefore the Veda is very, very, very clear that it is allowing you to grow up dharmically while fulfilling the desires. But this is for whom? For the people who don't know what they want. But Arjuna, you are already here. You have been through the first portion of the Vedas. You have attended many homas. In fact, you even defeated Lord Shiva in a battle, and then you got the Pashupatastra from him. And you did all these things. You have gone to Indraloka. You are the only heaven-returned person. You've seen there. You've been there. You've done that. After a while, one gets saturated by desire, because you understand that the desire does not make you fulfilled as a person. You fulfill the desire, but you remain unfulfilled. This is what you realize. You remain unfulfilled. That's why the next desire comes, and then the next, and then the next. It's a train of desires. And to understand this alone, these verses are given. And the Veda makes you, in a way, grow up from feeding off of these raga dveshas, and to say, is that all there is in life? Arjuna, you have come to this crux now. You need to grow up and grow out of the three, what is that? The first portion of these four Vedas. You need to grow out of this. And if you are stuck there, this is what will happen. You will be prey, you will fall into the control of those people. And what do those people say? Those people say that this is all there is. You are unhappy, come to me. I will relieve you of your happiness. How? I will do a homa for you, with you. Just give 25,000 rupees, because it's going to be very costly. Firewood does not come cheap, this doesn't come cheap, ghee is costly, everything is costly. What will you get? You may get some wish fulfillment. Oh, but isn't there anything else? And what will these people tell you? No, there isn't anything else. This is all that there is. Nothing else is there. This is all what you see. This is all what you get. This is all who you are. And so one keeps on going with this wrong notion. And who are these people? Kamatmanaha. Kamatmanaha means they are the embodiment of kama, they are the embodiment of ragadveshas. They themselves are misled, and then they mislead you also. We will be seeing in the Mundakopanishad, a line says, Andhena eva niyamanaha yatha andhaha. It's like the blind leading the blind. Then what happens? The leader falls into a ditch. Then all the followers also fall on top of the leader. And then the leader says, see, I fell so that I could absorb all your karma. So you could have a soft landing on me. And the leader picks themselves up, and then the leader crashes into a tree. Because nobody can guide the leader, followers are also equally blind. The leader crashes into a tree, and then says, see, we were supposed to have a greater karma, but I have mitigated the karma. And all the other people also crash into him, and they say, you are great, you are taking away all our karma. Permanently deluded. Swayam dhiraha panditam manyamanaha. It's a very beautiful expression. Panditam manyaha. Panditam manyaha means one who thinks of himself as a pandit. Himself, herself, I am the pandit. In fact, Pandita is a title to be given to the person by a king or a guru or somebody like that. But if one is a self-styled Pandit, these are the kinds of people that Lord Krishna is criticizing here. These self-styled Pandits who say, what do you mean I know the way to moksha? I drew the map. I am the one who drew the map to moksha. Follow me. But you yourself don't know where you are going. Shh, keep quiet. Just follow me. Don't think. Don't ask questions. Believe. Follow me. That's all you need to do. Kamatmanaha. And where are they headed? Swargaparaha. Para means that is the ultimate for them. Swarga is the para for whom? Swargaparaha. That is the ultimate. They want to end up in heaven taking selfie with Lord Indra. And then having chai with some other celestial, some devata. This is all what they want. They want some better life. Why? Because this life is terrible here, so I want something better. I want something more, where I can be more comfortable, more rich, more free. So Janma Karma Phala Pradam. So these are the people who want Swarga, but Swarga is not permanent. And don't think you can go there and marry the nymphs, Urvashi, Menaka, etc., and get permanent visa or citizenship. You can't. You know why? Because they are also on temporary citizenship. No green card in heaven. Alright? And no permanent citizenship in heaven. And so you just go there and come back. It's like going to any of the Middle Eastern countries. If you go to the Middle Eastern countries, the question of green card and all doesn't arise at all. You just go there, do your work, and come right back. That's how heaven is. So then, Kriya Vishesha Bahulam, so all these ends to be accomplished. How are they accomplished? Through many kinds of karma. Only by karma, karma, karma. It's a wrong path. Why? Because you yourself are mukta. It doesn't require karma, it requires knowledge. And what is the end? Other than Swarga, if they have an end, that end is, the gati is bhoga, enjoyments, aishwarya, status, power. That's all they want. Bhogaishwarya prasaktanam. Prasakta means they have an attachment to bhoga and aishwarya. They want to matter. And then you don't matter, and then you suddenly wake up and find out you don't matter at all. Nobody cares for you. I mean, they care for you, but you're not famous. Even when you Google yourself, results don't come. And so then you just wonder how to become famous. Follow, become one of the members in any of the social media. Open one account in Facebook, and then what else? What is that other one with a blue bird on it? Twitter. Yeah. Open one account on Twitter. Write every day what you had for breakfast, because that's about all. And then hope that your tweet gets viral, means it is seen by thousands of people. What are the chances of that happening when millions of people in the world are on Twitter and they are keeping on expressing their thoughts? This is in the digital universe. So if you can't have a presence in this universe, you want to have a presence where? In the digital universe. And so this is the problem. This is also a kind of an Aishwarya. This is the desire for overlordship. Aishwarya just doesn't mean going and becoming a corporate head of some office or something like that. Aishwarya is everybody should read my blog, everybody should read my tweet, and all these things. These are all the desires that are there. This is all Aishwarya, desire for Aishwarya. Taya apahrita chetasam, for those people whose hearts, whose minds are hijacked by these kinds of ends, bhoga and Aishwarya. Then तया अपहृतचेतसां व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः, this clarity of purpose in life, this moksha does not shine. Samadhau means in the mind. Here it is not the samadhi of the Patanjali Sutras. Here it is samadhau means mind. And Adi Shankara has a very nice vyutpatti for this word samadhi. Samadhiyate asmin sarvam, that in which everything resolves, that is the mind. All the impressions that are seen, heard, felt, thoughts, all of them resolve in the mind. They arise also in the mind, but here they resolve in the mind, so the mind is called samadhi. And so in this mind, samadhau, in the mind, navidhiyate, not possible at all. And so don't become like these flowery talked people, and don't become like that. Get out of the clutches of desire fulfillment, even though it has the scriptural stamp on it. It has the scriptural stamp on it. Veda says you have every right to fulfill your desires, but the same Veda also declares that you are by your essential nature desireless. You are a fulfilled, non-judgmental, complete, appreciative being, not demanding person. This is who you are, the Veda has said. But then why does the Veda contradict itself? It is not contradicting itself. That was then, this is now. It's just like when the child is 2 years old, you don't discipline the child. It kicks, you find it cute. Because you see, it doesn't know better. It kicks, it hits, it bites 1 year old child. It doesn't know better, 1 year old child, 2 year old child. After it is 3 or 4, then it is capable, then it knows how to talk, then it understands language, and then the next time it kicks. You say, no, no, that will hurt. You must not do that. And then after then again, for a 4 year old child, that is all it can understand. Don't do what you don't want to be done to you. That much it can understand. You can't teach it the theory of relativity. It will not understand. So similarly, the first portion of the Veda are for, as the Kathopanishad says, Balaha, children. What kind of children? Inner children. The one that hasn't grown up, the one that has refused to grow up, that is the one. And so that is why the Veda is here. The same Veda is not contradicting itself. So for the person who is internally mature, emotionally grown up, then one finds the Vedas and the desires fulfilled in the Vedas like playing with dolls and marbles. You can do that, no problem, but you have outgrown the dolls and the marbles and trucks and everything. As a child, you are very possessive. These are my marbles, you cannot take them away. This is my doll, you cannot have it. Everybody had a favorite doll, favorite teddy bear, favorite car, truck, whatever it was. And then now, even though at home, maybe the parents have kept all the toys you played with carefully, if you look at them, you just have a strange detachment from them. Oh, did I play with it? Yeah, some vague memory is there. But it's not that you want to go home and bring it right now and start playing with a truck. You will happily give it to another child, a niece, a nephew, a friend's child. Okay, play with it. That is how the Vedas become for the one who has emotionally grown up. This is the Vidya, this is what it is. And so, this is how he says that don't come under the clutches of the three Vedas, or people who keep talking about the three Vedas, don't come under their spell, Arjuna. So, what should I do? Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna Nirdvandvo Nityasattvasthaः Niryogakshema Atmavan. The Vedas belong to the three gunas. Come under the spell of the three gunas. What are the three gunas? Very nice. Yes. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Three gunas. Sattva, very pure qualities, kindness, compassion, godliness. Rajas, in its balance, it is movement, and when it is imbalanced, it is restlessness, anger. Tamas, when it is balanced, it is inertia, and then when it is unbalanced, what is that? Laziness, sloth, resentment, sorrow, all this comes in tamas. Anxiety, fear, rajas. Traigunya Vishaya Veda. See, the whole world is Traigunya Vishaya. Everything is the three gunas. It's almost like Mother Maya, the creatrix of the universe, had three colors in her palette, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, and painted the whole universe with that. Anything you see has Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Foods also have Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Garlic, what is that? Rajas and Tamas, both. Yeah. Garlic, a prime example of Rajas and Tamas. In small amount, perhaps as medicine, you can, in Ayurveda and all they use, but not to be eaten every day as a rule. And then certain things, and then milk also now we have a problem with that because the cows are all abused. They are all given permanent antibiotics and some other thing. What is that? Bovine growth hormone. Bovine growth hormone to keep them permanently estrogenic, pregnant, and giving milk. This is all himsa. This is not what the ancients had in mind. So, in those days, milk organically produced, naturally produced, and after the calf had drunk its fill, whatever was left over we would have, and that was considered sattvic food. And then what else, Certain things are rajasic, like too spicy, and because they cause a certain, the foods that we ingest cause a certain reaction in the body, in the emotions, in the mind. So foods are their colors also, certain are sattvic, certain are rajasic, certain are tamasic. Black is considered a tamasic color. Why? Because it absorbs everything. White is considered sattvic because the white color throws out everything. So, like this, everything in the universe, every herb, everything in the creation, every body is God's sattva, rajas, and tamas. There is nothing outside of sattva, rajas, and tamas except what? Moksha. That's the only thing outside of sattva, rajas, tamas because it is not part of creation. And then who has moksha? You have moksha. You are the one that is already free. That means what? You also, as a conscious being, is outside of sattva, rajas, tamas. Ishvara outside of sattva, rajas, tamas. You are nothing but Ishvara, something to be understood that is slowly going to be unfolded by the Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishads. So, therefore, you also are outside of Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. But the body is a product of what? Five elements. Body is a product of five elements. Five elements, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Correct? Mind is also product of five elements, again sattva, rajas, tamas. The indweller of the body, free from sattva, rajas, tamas. But there is a confusion between the indweller and the body, mind, sense complex. The two are mixed up. Satyam and Mithya went for a walk. Okay, and then what? There is a very interesting poem. The owl and the pussycat went to sea in a little pea green boat. They got some money and some honey and wrapped in a 5 pound note. And like this the poem goes on, and then the owl and the cat decide to get married. There is no ring, and then a pig offers a ring which is at the end of his nose. It's nice to read and it's nice to enjoy the poem, but really it is not realistic. So similarly, the mix-up of Satyam and Mithya, equally bizarre, equally unrealistic, yet one is the living proof that this mixture happens and one is living with it every day. And so, Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha. So even the Vedas are what? Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. How? Why? You will see this in the Mundakopanishad. In the Mundakopanishad, the student, Shaunaka, asks for this knowledge from Guru Angiras. And the Guru says there are two kinds of knowledges that must be studied. Dve vidye veditavye paracha aparacha. One is called not ultimate, apara. One is called absolute, ultimate. What is that? Para. And naturally in the student's mind there is a curiosity. What is para? And the list is so big, huge list. ऋग्वेदः यजुर्वेदः अथर्ववेदः सामवेदः शिक्षा कल्पो व्याकरणं निरुक्तं छन्दसं ज्योतिषं everything, all the upavedas, vedangas, parts of the veda and then limbs of the veda like prosody, like how to do rituals, all this is aparavidya. Even the veda is aparavidya. Oh, but the Veda includes Vedanta. That is also Aparavidya. What is Para then? Para, he just says one sentence, one small sentence. Nyaya aksharam adhigamyate sa para. Nyaya, by which aksharam Brahma, that Brahman which is unchanging and does not undergo any decline, that buddhi vritti, that transmission of knowledge which takes place in the mind, that alone is para. That's why we have pramana buddhi has to be there. That's why we keep talking about pramana, pramana, pramana all the time. Because of this pramana alone, there is a change. That which makes the Vedanta come alive is the pramana buddhi, is being handled by the teacher and being unfolded by the teacher makes apara into para. So the whole thing, therefore the Veda is also Traigunya Vishaya, the subject matter of the three gunas. Traigunya Vishaya Vedaha. But O Arjuna, Nistraigunya Bhava, you be free of the three gunas. Don't come under their spell. It's like when you live with a band of thieves. After a while, what happens? No, it doesn't matter. Few things want to go home with me. It's all right. It's okay. They are very rich people. They will never miss this item. In fact, I am doing them a favor. I am giving them vairagya. Like this, one starts to make all kinds of excuses for one's behavior. So, living with people who are totally into the wish fulfillment portion of the Vedas also makes one feel like this and makes one confused about one's nature. And so Lord Krishna assures him, Nistragunyo Bhava. It's not an advice, he's telling him a fact. Delineate yourself. Come out of the spell of the three gunas. Easy to say, come out of the spell. How? The answer is given in the second line. Nirdvandvo Bhava. We have to add Bhava, Bhava everywhere. We'll see what Nirdvandvo is. Become Nirdvandva. Nirdvandvo Bhava. Then? Nitya Sattvastho Bhava. Niryoga Kshemo Bhava. Atmavan Bhava. The clues as to how to understand oneself as free of the three gunas are given straight away in the second line. Nirdvandva. Dvandva means pairs of opposites. Good, bad, right, wrong, sorrow, happiness, ecstasy, agony, and then what else? Jaya, Parajaya, victory and defeat, success and failure, loss and gain. This is what is samsara. One is like a tennis ball. From one side to another side to another side, just being batted back and forth. And what are the rackets? Sukha one racket, Dukha another racket. Success one racket, failure another racket. Just like this, going back and forth all life long, being batted about helplessly in the grip of all these things. This is what the problem is. And so, therefore, Arjuna is told, rise above this dvandva, these pairs of opposites. Because the pairs of opposites are coming from where? From the same psychology, the raga or dvesha. How can you say what is good? The farmer that wants a wonderful crop prays for the rain. And today for them, for the farmers, today is a very good day. Whole day it's been rainy. But the person who had arranged a marriage outdoors under a tent, is the rain good or bad? Very bad. Because literally over the wedding it is raining. And so this good and bad is subjective based on ragadveshas. Success and failure is also subjective based on raga and dvesha. So somebody wanted something. Somebody had a terrible car. In fact, it should have been called bekar, not car. Okay, bekar means useless. And they wanted to sell this car. And then nobody was buying it. And they were anxious. I want to sell this car, I want to sell this car. Then finally the person appeared and said, okay, I will buy this car from you, did not even haggle or bargain too much the price, and took it away. So one person is happy, the car is sold. Selling makes somebody happy, buying makes somebody else happy. This is all very, very subjective. All this is subjectivity. Subjectivity is nothing but the vantage point of raga dvesha, tunnel vision of raga dvesha. We are very quick to say this is where I approve of this, I disapprove of this. From my own standpoint, this is what happens. I approve of this, I don't want this. Oh, this is good, this is not good. This I like, this I don't like. So these dvandvas are there constantly surrounding us, and we participate further in the dvandvas. Drop the dvandvas. How to drop the dvandvas? Get into the place of sakshi. Simply observe. Oh, but it is bad. Observe the thought that it is bad also. You think, okay, this is terrible. Observe that as well. Get into the place of a neutral observer and then let the dvandvas cancel out each other. You just watch the fun. In fact, when you have moksha, the whole world is full of fun. That's why Bhagavan doesn't need cable TV. They just have to look at the jivas, and it is lifelong entertainment. The world becomes more and more light, more and more entertaining, the more one is able to get out of these opposites. Otherwise, the opposites are like that, what is that called? Cutting pliers. You are caught in them. One side, another side, you are caught in that. Break free. Just be the sakshi and observe. Nistraigunyo bhava, nirdvandvo bhava. In order to be free of the three gunas, the first thing that is advised is nirdvandvo bhava. Then niryoga kshemo bhava. Am I missing something? Nitya sattvas. I'll reserve that for later. Niryoga kshemo bhava. Yoga is not what you practice at 5:15 a.m. or p.m. Okay? Yeah. What is yoga here? It's a technical term. Apraptasya prapanam yoga. That which you don't have and you want to gain is called yoga. Especially this meaning is there for the word yoga when you are when it is used with the word kshema. Apraptasya prapanam, gaining what you don't have. So many things you don't have, and you want. Even after becoming a brahmachari, one wants a better desk, and one wants a better asana, one wants a better place to sit. This is all prime real estate here. Yeah, you try sitting in somebody's place, see what happens. Okay? Yeah. Volcano will break loose. And so this is how it is. One wants some things, and then those are the things that one wants. And so this is called yoga. Apraptasya prapanam. I don't have that, I'd like this. I'd like to have this. And then there is another word, kshema. With great difficulty you gather what you want and you have it, and then what? You have to protect it from others. Shoo, 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 shoo. Don't look, this is mine. Don't look. This is mine. You get a nice prasada from Acharya, and then what? Forget avoiding monkeys. You don't want to encounter friends also, because you have to share. So you have to share. So therefore what? Eat it right there quickly. And so like this, praptasya rakshanam. You protect what you have. This is called yoga. Kshema. You accumulate what you don't have. Yoga. You protect what you have fiercely from everybody else. This is kshema. Praptasya rakshanam. That is the definition. Praptasya rakshanam kshemah. Apraptasya prapanam yogah. So niryoga kshemo bhava. Let go. Let go of wanting to gain things that you do not have, and let go of trying to protect the things that you already have. How to do that? By practice. That's how. Practice doing that. And this is why I told you there are seeds of karma yoga here. Until and unless Ishwararpana Buddhi comes, Ishwararpana Buddhi means awareness of Ishvara and letting go everything in that awareness of Ishvara, then it is easy. Ishvara will take care. Therefore, I can let go. And you see, you do this, things will definitely happen. If you are meant to have something, it will definitely come to you. When? Maybe in the next life also, but it will definitely come to you. If you are not meant to have something, it will never be with you. You think about it, it happens in life. Many times you wish for something, the next day somebody gives that to you. The next minute somebody gives that to you. Or you think of a person, oh, I haven't heard from such and such a person in a long time. That evening itself they send a text or they call. It happens. Why? Because Bhagavan is there. And so this is what is Yoga Kshema. And in the 9th chapter again the words Yoga Kshema will be repeated and revisited in the middle of the 9th chapter, when Lord Krishna in a very important verse says, Ananyashchintayanto mam ye janaha paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahami aham. This is a very famous line, not because it's in the Bhagavad Gita, but because it has been appropriated by Life Insurance Corporation of India. Yoga Kshemam Vahami Aham. This is their motto. And they did not give any copyright money to Bhagavad Gita. They just took this, and then they have this symbol of one lamp and what is that? Two hands, two palms like this, protecting the light of the lamp. Yoga and Kshema, you know what it is now. Vahami, I carry. Mistakenly, you think you carry, Arjuna. You don't carry anything except a lot of confusion in the head. That you carry. But you don't carry anything. I am responsible for your needs and wants and desires. I am the one fulfilling them. And then Bhagavan Krishna makes a promise, and such promises are there all over the Bhagavad Gita. For whom? For whom will I carry yoga and kshema? For whose are the desires and wants that I carry? That is also very specified. Ananyas chintayanto mam. Those who contemplate upon me as non-separate from themselves. This is their form of worship. Pariupasate. Paritaha upasate. These janaha, these people who worship me by studying and pursuing the knowledge that I am non-separate from them. Tesham, for them, vidya abhiyuktana, those who are in this lagatar means always. Not kabhi kabhi mere dil mein Vedant ka khayal aata hai. Not like that. Sometimes I think of Vedanta, once in a while it feels nice. No, always. One is in a committed pursuit. This is what I want and this is what it's going to take and this is my pursuit. For such people, I will carry all their yoga and kshema. And so, let go, Arjuna. Niryoga kshemo bhava. And then he says, Atmavan bhava. Atmavan bhava doesn't mean Atma asya asti iti. No. The one who has Atma, no. Atma here means the person who is together as a person. Together means yuktaha. How to say? To put together. Emotionally healthy. Spiritually directed. Courageous. Ready to face whatever is there in life. Be that kind of a person. Be strong. Be Atmavan. Don't be the kind of person who somebody says foo and then you just drop out of sheer fright, not because you are weak. Out of sheer fright you drop. Don't be that kind of a person. Be a person with substance. How to do all that? By catching hold of sattva. Rajas and tamas, you let go of, and then you climb on the ladder to become a sattvic person, catch hold of sattva. How to drop sattva afterwards? Because Vistraigudnyo is there. Vistraigudnyo bhava. The sattva also has to be dropped. What to do? How to drop sattva? Nobody needs to ask the question, how to drop sattva. Sattva is you. It's close to your nature. It's like that. It's called Harishchandra Dandavat. Harishchandra was a very just king in ancient India, and then what happened? The Devatas wanted to test him. They took everything away. Took his kingdom. He went to the forest. He was equally cheerful and fine. They took everything, and then finally he was forced to take up a job as a chandala, a funeral groundskeeper. And they took away his only child. And the wife comes bringing the body of the child to the funeral ground and says, you need to cremate him. And he says, we have to give the fees. She says, I have no fees. No, you have to give either some rice or a piece of cloth. She says, I just have my upper piece of cloth which is covering my body. He says, give that. Then only we can bury this child or burn this child, cremate this child. And so, like this, at that moment, Bhagavan comes and makes his appearance and reveals that this was a test. So, the story here I just told the story because we started to talk about Harishchandra, but back to the stick of Harishchandra, Dandavati. So then, when there is a funeral's groundskeeper, usually what happens, the mourners light the fire and then they go away. There should be one person taking care of all the fires and making sure that the bodies are burning properly. So sometimes the gases in the body makes the dead body get up and jump out of the fire. So for that reason, the funeral groundskeeper has to keep pushing the body back into the fire with the help of a stick. Then what do you do with the stick afterwards? You throw it into the fire. That's what happens with sattva. Sattva is the stick through which it just goes, it just resolves into you. You don't have to worry about sattva, giving up sattva. The other two things are very, very important. Nistraigumyo bhava, nirdvandvo bhava, nitya sattvastho bhava, atma niryogakshemo bhava, atmavan bhava. Then then what does a person of knowledge, how does the person of knowledge look at the Vedas? The first portion of the Vedas, how does the person of knowledge look at that, is what is described in the next verse. Let us chant. Yavanartha udapane सर्वतः संप्लुतोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानतः. Very nice imagery is given. Let us look at that imagery first. So there is a small little tank of water, tank or a reservoir of water, where people go and get things for their household use. And then lot of rains come and they flood the whole backyard and they flood the street and they also flood the reservoir naturally. In fact, the reservoir or the tank cannot even be seen. So, would you still go to the reservoir to get your water? No, because everywhere there is water. Water is everywhere. And that reservoir, how much meaning it has, that much meaning the four Vedas have for the Jnani. That is the gist of this verse. Yavan artha udapane. Udapana means a small reservoir. Yavan means, until which time that is meaningful. In which manner that is meaningful? What? The presence of the reservoir when? Sarvataha samplutodake. When there is plentiful water to be had everywhere, in fact the reservoir, the well, everything is underwater. What use is this reservoir? No use at all. Do you have any dvesha for it? No, let it be there. Do you have any raga for it? No. Tavan, in the same manner, Sarveshu Vedeshu, the same is the relationship with all the Vedas, the first portion of the Veda, which is the treatise of desire fulfillment. Tavan Sarveshu Vedeshu, Brahmanasya. Brahmana here means the one who has Vairagya, Viveka, the one who is interested in understanding Brahman as the truth of oneself. So that is Brahmana. Brahmanasya Vijanataha, for the one who knows. For the person who is Brahmana means who has Vairagya Viveka, who is pursuing this knowledge or has already gained the knowledge, both you can say Brahmana. Jnani or Jnani want to be, Jnani wanna be, both same. Okay, and then so here for such a person who is on the path of self-discovery as the whole, as the truth of Ishvara, that it will have the same meaning. The three Vedas which say, come to me, I'll give you, do this ritual, I'll give you money, I'll give you heaven, I'll give you a date with Indra, I will give you this, you can sit on Brahmaji's lap. All these promises have as much meaning as what? As somebody who is sitting around fully in a full area that is fully covered with water, they don't look for their own well. They don't say, where is my well? I want to draw water from my own well. Has no meaning. So similarly, one's own Veda, one's own karma, all these things are meaningless. And the water image is very nice because for the jnani, it is oneself everywhere. It's the overflowing with ananda. The life of the jnani is ananda, ananda everywhere, like the water everywhere. It's a beautiful imagery, that's why. So, since there is ananda everywhere, you don't look for a particular object as the source of ananda. You don't want Ananda in the form, only in the form of ice cream, only in the form of chocolate cake, only in the form of a movie, only in this form. Those are all little reservoirs which are filled with your own Ananda everywhere. What you encounter is Ananda, Ananda everywhere. Yourself is there in everything. You are non-separate from anything. So you are fullness itself. So you don't desire to draw something out of some other place in order to complete yourself or fulfill yourself. That is what the meaning of this verse is. Next one is a very important verse and we'll see it in detail tomorrow, but we'll chant it today. कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते
मा फलेषु कदाचन
मा फलेषु कदाचन
मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भुः
मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भुः
मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि
मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि।
ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ